I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello, everyone's. I am here for American Horror Story Season 8, Episode 2. Now, y'all, I have some questions like how, if we have no electricity, how did the keypad work? How do we have clean, fresh, hot water? What else? How does what is the decontamination machine running off of if it's not running off of electricity? Those just some things that was on my mind, and I'm gonna try to do a lot better with like noticing extra details. Cause I'll be watching other people's reviews. I was like, dang, I just totally missed that. But okay, this episode starts and Emily, she's in her room and she hears and investigates this strange noise. Now, y'all, I'm a firm believer that if I hear a noise, I'm not finna go investigate it. I could be in my house by myself with all the doors locked. If I hear a noise in another room, I'm just gonna let it be. I'm not investigated. Now we in a post-apocalyptic type of situation, and you hear noises like we don't go investigate, but she does. And there's some snakes in her closet, so of course you see snakes, you scream. Timothy come running in to save the day, and he sees the snakes and gets scared. And Miss Mead and the tall woman, they come showing up like, what's going on? It's like there's like 8 or 9 snakes right here, and Miss Mead was looking like, oh, good, delicious. We can have this for dinner. That's good protein. I'm like, where are these snakes coming from? I mean, should we be eating them? Because if they was outside, they contaminated. That's what tall woman was like. She's like, I'll run through the decontamination machine to see if they good enough to eat. But if they not contaminated, this is gonna be our dinner tonight. I was like, okay. And she was like, woo, meat, protein, yeah. I was like, okay. But Coco, you know, she all sedity and everything. So I disdain eating anything that has no legs or too many legs. I'm like, girl, we can't run to the store and get you some pork chops or some chicken or some fish. There are no more stores. We low in food, and you've been eating this doggone cube for the past however long y'all been there. You should be appreciating something else in your diet. I'm just saying. But old dude was like, I see you didn't have a problem eating something with 2 legs because y'all sure was glutting up stew last week. I was like, yes, they was eating stew like it was some real stew, so you ain't have a problem then. But Emily and Thomas, they a little suspicious, like, hey, Venable, who was that was in your office? Because we heard the little security system go off. Like, who's that up in your room? See, me, I'm a nosy type of person. I'm 3rd generation nosy. I've told y'all this before, but I'm the type of nosy. I'm gonna sit back and observe because Venable, she don't look like the most trustworthy person out here. So I'ma like observe and like somebody I think I can trust. Like, if it was like my mama, I'd be like, Mama, do you see what's going on? Did you see that? Did you hear that? Yeah. Because me and my mama, we can, like, look at each other and communicate with each other. Like, when we was watching the Bobby Brown movie, like, it was so many times I look over at my mama and my mama would look at me. I was like, okay. But, you know, I don't think I can really trust Venable. So I wouldn't, like, right out the gate be questioning her who's all up in her office. But I would be taking note of that. So they eating dinner. Next thing you know, the snakes, they didn't just come back to life. Like, it wasn't nothing. And like, I need to know, because like Emily and Thomas, they was speaking after dinner, was like, you did see how those snakes was chopped up and cooked, just came back to life. Emily's like, well, maybe it was some extra snakes, some snakes somewhere. Girl, you know you don't believe that, right? This is Thomas talking. I was like, yeah, you don't believe that. There was snakes chopped up and cooked in your soup. You look again, they all alive, and the chopped up snakes is no longer there. We ain't miss out on no snakes. Something going on here, girl. Open your eyes and see. That's what I wanted to say. And everybody's sitting in a room, and Michael, he walks in, and y'all, did you check how when he walked in, he did not take his eyes off of Venable. He walked around that half circle and then walked up on her and stood there like, as she was standing like, okay. He's like, yes, I am in charge now. Take your seat over there with the other underlings, okay? So he lets them know, my name is Langdon. I'm a representative of the cooperative, and humanity's on the brink of extinction. It's on the brink of failure. So my arrival here is crucial to the survival of civilization. And the way he said my arrival here, I don't know. I was like, was this arrival to Earth? Is it this location? I don't know. Something about the way he said my arrival here. Maybe y'all clarify. Did y'all catch that too? Was it me just being like extra looking in between the lines? Because I tend to do that a lot. But it's like my arrival here is crucial to the survival of civilization. All the other outposts, they have been overrun and destroyed, and whoever was in that outpost, they have been massacred. We haven't heard from the people from the other countries, so we just gonna assume they gone too. But fear not, people. We have built a fail-safe sanctuary, and its security is locked tight, and ain't nobody gonna be working up in here. So I'm gonna see which one of y'all gonna pass the test, so y'all can make it to this place. Now, Mead over talking about some. Well, how come we didn't get this? And he's like, that's below your pay grade. Okay, ma'am, that is below your pay grade. You don't need to know all that. And I was like, look, he got you together. It's like, I'm going to be questioning y'all. Oh, some questions to make sure to see if y'all going to make it into this new sanctuary. And it's all going to be all good. Well, not all good, but I'm going to ask y'all some questions and we're going to go for there. But Coco's like, I paid too much money to be safe. The only and that, what she say? I pay good money to be safe. That's all the cooperating I plan on doing. I was like, girl, you paid. Well, first of all, you didn't pay. Your daddy paid. Let's get that clear. You paid to be safe. You've done that. But this safety, you didn't, you ain't got clearance and access to the sanctuary. You got clearance and access to the outpost. We ain't saying nothing about the sanctuary, okay? But Goliath's like, I'm going to go first. But he let them know, like, look here, if you don't take this, test, fine, you just gonna stay here and get killed by the cannibals. But if you do take the test and fail, we just gonna leave you here. And when, the cannibals and everybody come out, just take this pill and you just gonna fall asleep and you're not gonna wake up. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, who is in charge of, like, making stuff like this? Like, I've always been like suspicious, like the person that came along with the what's it called, lethal injection. Like, you just was sitting one day, was like, I can make up a concoction that can kill people. Like, that was going through my mind. But Goliath said he gonna go first, and Evie over there to my son, in my trade, whether go first or last, it doesn't matter. I'm like, okay, Evie. But Coco tells Evie she not going anywhere because the goal is to repopulate Earth, not fill up bingo halls. I was like, don't be doing Evie like that. Evie was like, well, I spoke to Natalie, and Natalie told me I was going to outlive them all. And it looks like Natalie was right. I was like, oh. I'm pretty sure that, Natalie didn't know that the world was going to come to the end. I'm just saying. So, Emily and Thomas, they are tired of this whole one kiss a week. They teenagers, early 20s, they hormones is all out of shape and they out of whack, and they just like, this one kiss alone is not helping. Like, maybe we should just take our chances out there into the world. Like, steal a few hazmat suits, a little bit of food, and just make our way to the sanctuary. And I'm like, Emily, this is where I'm gonna stop you right here, because one, outside these walls is people covered in all kind of tumors and canker sores, and cannibalism is going on. It's survival of the fittest, and I'm gonna kill anybody I can so I can survive. Like, that's one. And two, you don't know where the sanctuary is. Your best bet is to stay here where you were safe, where you got you a nice comfortable bed, or they at least feeding you somewhat, and you're not exposed to all that dangers in the outside world, okay? I'ma just need you to do that, okay? Us going out into the world is just stupid. So Emily and Thomas, they go snooping and they see a laptop, and I'm like, okay, maybe like Venable, this was one of Venable's lies that she told, and saying that they don't have electricity, but when they really do, because like it was a recent email that was sent out. But I'm like, okay, did he charge up his laptop before he got here? The people, the cooperative, do they got like a never ending like battery pack for the laptops, and like some internal like Wi-Fi going on? Because I just need to know that. But they get to reading it, and they see that, hey, Venable been lying to us. Like, especially about this, like, you gotta have authorization to have sex. But they sit up there talking, and, like, Leatherman in the leather suit, or plastic suit, was, like, stuck to the ceiling. I was like, that's that same dude that was, season 1 of Murder House on American Horror Story. I'm like, how'd he get here? First, I thought that was Michael in the suit, but it turns out it wasn't. But, like, leather plastic suit man was straight, like, up on the ceiling. Like, I don't know how he has the ability to do that, but, like, he was straight up on that ceiling. So now they got some questions to ask. So, Langdon goes up in there to Venom, like, look here, girl, I know what you've been up to. I know you didn't, like, created this whole scenario. You've been out here lying to people, saying them they can only have sex if you give them permission, and you created your own rules, and I guess you figured that anyone in power wouldn't be coming around because you figured they was all dead. I'm on to you, girl. She's like, I am doing my best with the mess men have made in this world. Y'all have done this. You're just mad because somebody above you know what was going on. He's like, look here, girl. Like, the email that I sent out about the rules, that wasn't needed because I sent it. So don't play me, boo. But he get to telling her, take off your clothes. She's like, excuse me? And I was like, Michael, excuse you? So she get to taking off her clothes. Now, y'all, I was wondering why she was walking with a cane. I kept on wanting to call it a pimp cane because when she was walking, she was kind of giving that pimp move. Yeah. But anyways, like, she got this big old long scar down her back like she done had surgery. I was like, oh, girl. I was like, oh, no. So he's sitting up there breathing all hard on her. She breathing all hard on him. And she's like, did I pass? Like, he done got her all the way hot and bothered. She's like, did I pass the test? No. I was like, you just played her all the way. You got that moment and took her clothes off and got her all hot and bothered. Then you gonna tell her she didn't pass the test? I'll apologize. My nephew just came home. But Mead comes in and tells him Gallant was out here having sex with some kind of leather plastic suit man. Grandma got mad. I guess she trying to, like, take anybody out she can, because she showed enough went in there and saw Mr. Gallant having sex with plastic suit man, and went and run and tell that to me, like, look here, you ain't heard this from me. I ain't one to gossip, but you ain't heard this from me. Gallant was out here having sex with some dude with a leather suit on, like full leather, like covering face, fingers, toes, all of that. I just wanted to let you know that, in case y'all, looking for people to just make it on right on into the sanctuary. Just know your girl was bringing you some information. She didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing. So now, they think, what's her name? Venable and Miss Mead think that Gallant and Michael or Langdon, they know each other and they plotting against everybody. I was like, you got your nerve, gall, and audacity to talk about somebody out here plotting on us when you been this whole time out here making up your own rules going along, telling people if you had sex without permission, we gonna kill you. I'm almost positive that they got food somewhere, like actual factual food out here, and just giving them the little nutrient squares. You can't tell me no otherwise. So the next thing you know, we see Venom and Mead, they got Goliath chained up and whipping him with this long whip. I'm like, ooh, child, like my back started hurt watching that. They just start whipping him. Tell me who you was in there with. Tell me about Michael. How long have you known him? But like the problem was, he was loving this. He was like, oh yes, yes, keep on hitting me, keep on hitting me. But they was like, okay, this ain't even working because like the whole point of whipping him is to torture him. But if he's gonna enjoy it, like, what's the point of that? So they leave and like Michael yet again just like be appearing out of nowhere. And she was like, I didn't tell them what we did, but I enjoyed it. Michael was like, I don't know what you talking about, but that wasn't me in your room, boo boo. And like, you kind of needy, and I don't like needy, so like no wonder your grandma ratted you out. Like, you too needy. So Dina, she is in their room listening to music. Like, oh, this reminds me of my youth and the TV shows I used to watch, and yada yada yada. And it was a wonderful time back then. And Coco was like, well, of course that was a wonderful show. Y'all ain't had but 3 channels. Y'all ain't really had no much choice in the matter back then. We have variety. Like, we can go to get a burger. Do we want a regular hamburger? Do we want a turkey burger? Do we want a veggie burger? There's several types of Cokes. We can have a Coke, Diet Coke, cherry Coke, vanilla Coke, which is nasty. But anyway, we have a choice out here. Like, y'all should just be like moving aside and just like letting us be. Like, it's hard on us because we have so many choices out here. I'm like, Coco, you are getting on my nerves now. It's starting to work me. Alright. So Goliath comes in like, thought I'd be dead, didn't you, Grandma? She was looking like, yeah, I thought you was gonna be dead and dead. Like, that was one less person that I had to worry about. I'm trying to get into the sanctuary, I'm trying to live. He was like, you done lived your life. She was like, boy, all the things I done for you, really? I done kept you out of jail, been there for you during rehab, 2 bankruptcies with these salons, and you snorted up the 3rd one. When your granddaddy kicked you out because your perversions, I brought you in. You've been sucking the life out of me. It's time for me to live, boo-boo. And I don't care who I have to stomp on to do it. I was like, ooh, Grandma cold. She let him know I may be old, but I'm still trying to live. Alright, what you done in your 30 years of life? Like, with me, if I go to the sanctuary, I'm gonna bring culture, like real music and real art. Like, what y'all gonna bring? I was like, ooh. She said she is the bridge between, new and old. And he's like, I should have put you in that motion picture old folks home when I could have. I'm like, if you can't stand your grandma that much, why did you bring her? Okay. So Thomas and Emily, they was like, you know what? Bump this. They been lying to us all the time and talk about not having sex. We gonna have some sex. And soon as they start trying to have some sex, what happens? Mead and Miss Mead and the crew, that's what I'm start calling them. They walk in. They was like, no, please don't do this. Please don't do this. While this is going on, Goliath, he followed around leather plastic suit man. Like, all right, come on, let's go. Let's do this. And he follows leather plastic suit man into the room and like, we gonna do this. And I guess he's still assuming it is Michael. And he goes to stab like leather suit man and like several times. And Michael appears like, what you doing, bruh? And like he looked and then looked down and it's Grandma. I was like, why did we have to take Grandma out after 2 episodes? I was loving Grandma Evie because she was reading and she was just bringing the jokes. Like, why we gotta do Grandma Evie like that? Like, no. So Thomas and them, that's like, I know you guys been lying to us about sex. We read it on his laptop. We know that you're doing this. You know this. We know this. So Timmy's like, okay, if you gonna kill me, you gonna have to work for this kill. I'm not just gonna let you execute me like this, because right when he was about to get shot in the back of the head, he went and grabbed that power hose things and knocked dude in the head and went and shot Mead in the stomach. But I was like, hold up, because like after, big, strong, tall woman, like, kind of did this and, like, incapacitated him, like, Mead was walking down the hall, but I'm like, hold up, stop the presses, because Mead, you not bleeding blood. It look like you got tubes in you and some kind of white liquid liquid type stuff was coming out your body. So I'm like, I had to rewind that to catch that, because I was like, was that a tube? Why is there not blood coming out of her? But like, she's acting like she real person, because she's like, ooh, I don't know what's going on, y'all. I know y'all caught that. I need y'all to tell me what was going on there, because your girl was all the way confused. But I'm glad Tom was like, if you gonna try to kill me, you gonna have to work for this kill. So that was a just. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. And like I always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people watching my video. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.